Zoe. Zoe. So as you can see, Zoe, her hair is a bit long. We're gonna cut it today in this instructional video. Zoe is in heat, so we're gonna show you today how we change a pad with a diaper for a dog. Usually dogs go in heat every 6 to 8 months. So we will show you today how to change a pad for a dog. Female dogs will last their heat about 2 weeks, which is not that fun, but it's worthwhile if you want to keep them clean. Usually we like to use this kind of panty liners when it's light flow. So just like girls, use one of these. You just remove the backing and then it'll leave the sticky stuff that you will apply on the diaper, just like that. And then you just put it on your dog. So the easiest way is to grab the back end of your dog and introduce the tail in the hole first. And then you just attach the sides. It has Velcro, most of them. These are washable, so you can reuse them as many times as needed. What we usually do, we have one for Zoe and we just wash it in the evening and let it hang dry, and it'll be dry in the morning. And for heavy flow, you can use these. Any generic brand will do. If you buy them at the pet store, they're more expensive and really not worth your money. And these come just like the girl pads. You just open them up like that, and they have their adhesive in the back. We usually use these for Savannah, our German Shepherd. Zoe is usually light flow, and it usually lasts anywhere between 2 weeks to 2.5 weeks, or 14 days to 17, 18 days. It depends on your dog. Sometimes it can go in heat every 6 to 8 months. It depends on the dog. Zoe's a bichonpoo, a Bichon Frise, mixed with a poodle, and she's 5 years old. She's getting sleepy. To groom your dog, you will need these items. We have a comb to get out any muck between their eyes and their nose. And we have rounded scissors. We have a brush. The brush has 2 sides to it. It's one with thinner bristles. And we have a dog deodorizer. This is our favorite baby powder scent. It's what we usually use for all of our puppies, and especially for Zoe and Savannah. We have chosen to get this razor. It's excellent because it is powerful, and at the same time it is good quality, so it should last you for a while if you get this brand. We have a hair dryer. Usually use it in the cold setting, pressing it so that your dog doesn't get burned from the heat. You will need a towel to dry your dog, preferably one that will soak up all the moisture out of their undercoat. And if you have to cut their nails, these are excellent clippers. They have rounded edges, and these are mainly for smaller breeds. There are ones for larger breeds. We have this one for larger breeds. We usually use this one for our dog Savannah, our German Shepherd. It has a lock here, so it's great so you don't accidentally cut your own fingers. You have to squeeze and release the lock, and that way you can clip your own dog's nails. These are excellent for larger breeds, and then you can just lock that back in here. That way you won't hurt or cut yourself. Here you have the razor itself, or the buzzer, however you want to call it, and they come in different, well, this way, different colors to distinguish the numbers or the length you want your dog's fur to be, or hair. The easiest way to tell is by the number that you see here on the side. This one's 5/8 inches long, or 16 millimeters. It's up to you. We will do Zoe's today at this one, number 6, at 3/4 of an inch. We like her fur usually a little bit longer than shorter. It makes her look fluffier, and we really like it that way. We're here with Zoe. She's about to take a bath. She's nice and dirty. So first step is to put water on her. Let's go. We usually like to remove the collar right here, and we'll wash it separately. Make sure not to get water in their ears. We usually do their head last. That way you can avoid from your dog moving all the time. Do their paws and their backs first, and their rear end. You want to get every spot on their body. I usually like to grab Zoe's front paws and wash her belly. It's a lot easier to get everywhere there. And Zoe's used to it. It's been 5 years of bathing her. She'll be 6 this year. She loves her baths. She enjoys them nice, stiff, and relaxing. We forgot to show in the last part where we have everything. Here we have the shampoo we use to bathe Zoe usually. You can get this at Walmart or Amazon. It has a great scent and it's very good for their skin. We recommend puppy shampoo as it has the right pH levels for each dog. What we'll do next is apply some shampoo. So I usually open it up and pour some on my hand and just spread it throughout the body and sections. Don't shake, don't shake. Ah! And then you just do her tummy, and you put more and do their legs. And you want to make sure that soap lathers up. Usually gets really nice and foamy, and then it'll spread much easier. And you want to do her head last. So we'll spray some water on there. Trying to avoid putting it up her nose and her eyes. Usually just grab her snout gently and pour water. Make sure your puppy can breathe. And you want to do the snout side. That way you get all that dirt and muck from outside. Sometimes Zoe likes to dig in the dirt. Try and wash everything off as much as possible. If you're feeling brave, what we do with Zoe is usually we squeeze her anal gland. They usually retain a liquid back there that gives them a little stench. Usually your vet would do this, but you can do it as well if you're not nervous and if you know what you're doing. Otherwise, we don't recommend it. All you would do is just pinch with your index finger and your thumb around the anus and you squeeze, and there's a liquid that will come out, as you can see it. It's really stinky, so you're gonna have to wash your butt really well after that. That's all it takes. Alright, now that your puppy is nice and soap clean, they usually like to go for a shake. Give it a shake, Zoe. There we go, Zoe. So what I like to do is usually pat her down dry first to get all the excess water off. That way you avoid puddles in your bathroom or wherever you choose to bathe your dog. Now that it's gonna be spring and summer, you're able to dry your dog or bathe your dog outside if you like. It's much easier and it keeps your house clean. And then you can also do spot washing. So if your dog is not all dirty and it's just the paws, you can always hose down the paws. You want to avoid bathing your dog more than once a month. They have natural oils in their skin, and that helps keep their coat shiny and keeps their skin good. You don't want to excess wash them because then they can get dry skin and dander, and it's not good for them. And I usually like to squeeze the paws a little gently, and that removes any excess waters in the padding of their toes under here. Good girl, Zoe. Yeah. Zoe, how was your bath? Nice, right?
This is the first thing you need to do. Open these doors, and then you press it. Be sure to press the blue button. That's how you blow dry it, Zoe.
You can spray this deodorizing spray. We love the smell. It's baby powder and it lasts really long and it keeps your dog smelling really good. Right now we're gonna clip Zoe's toenails or paw nails or however you want to call them. And this is the tool we usually use. This one's a smaller stainless steel clipper. It came into this packaging and it's 5-inch. So it's for smaller dogs. Zoe's a bichonpoo. She's about 16 pounds. So let's go for it. What you want to do initially is grab the paw. Let me just zoom in a little more. You want to grab the paw and pull the hair all the way back. You want to make sure that you have all that hair back and you see the toenail. The way that dogs have toenails is that their toenails continue within their nail. So you see there is some pink here. That is still their toe. And check where the nail ends. We usually don't like to cut too much. It's better to cut less than more. So I always go for the tips. That way you will avoid bleeding. If you cut too far back in the nail, you can make your dog bleed, and sometimes it is very dangerous. So it's better just to cut it only the white tips. Don't cut too far back and you will be safe. So let's go. What you want to do is hold the paw. What you want to do is hold the hair back, hold the paw with your index finger here and your thumb over top, and just put the toenail right there and clip. Go, Zoe, 3. And just hold the toenail and trim. Want to get all that hair under there. So I'm going to show you with one paw what we need to do. You want to get between all those cushions here. That way you get all that excess hair between their toes because that bugs them if it's too long. So what we're gonna do now is cut between Zoe's toes. We initially already started, and what you wanna do is open up her paws there and cut between her toes, like this. Try to avoid cutting her cushions, your pup's cushions. Make sure that they're standing. The best thing to do is give them a walk before you groom them because it will take a while. So this here you have the razor. And this is how you will be able to place the razor shaper here in front. You just clip it on. See the earth on the teeth. On the teeth, clip it on from the top. And then you apply pressure here at the bottom until it clicks. Alright. Now that we have finished doing the paws, we are going to use the clippers, the buzzer, the razor, whatever you want to call it. Ours is this one, the wall one. plug it in, and you use this lever here, and you turn it on, and it vibrates.
It's not that loud.
Oh, it's not that bad. And you want your dog to get used to it, so don't act scared, don't pet them if they freak out, because you are only motivating that bad behavior. Alright, so let's begin. So what we're gonna do to shave Zoe is you're gonna turn on your buzzer. You wanna hold your dog to make sure that they don't jump off your table. What we reviewed is a foldable table. Alright, so turn on your buzzer. And you wanna cut her hair towards the direction that it grows, which is this way, downwards. You go with the grain, not against it, to get the best shape for a dog. So far it's going well cutting Zoe's hair. It's actually my first time cutting Zoe's hair. I've done it in the past with other dogs I've had, but with Zoe it's our first time, and so far it's looking well. There is a pile of hair here, you can kind of see it. Just want to give you some tips when you're cutting the hair. Remember to be gentle around the ears, never cut towards the edges of the ears because you can make them bleed, and never cut the inside of the ears. Also watch out for the face, never cut close to the lips. Also watch out when you're cutting their face. You never want to cut close to their lips because you can hurt them, as well as their eyes. And when you do it, always hold down and trim over with your razor like this. Like this. Always cut the way the hair grows. Down, never against the grain. Never do that. It's a big no. You can hurt them and then you get funny hair as well. Always cut down. So we're going to continue cutting here with Zoe. But overall she's looking pretty good. This is a lot of hair coming down. But we'll show you guys the finished product in a bit. So to cut Zoe's paws, her hair, what you want to do is pull the hair out and then go run it with the machine until it cuts it off. Also, if they have matting, don't go with the machine through them. Avoid going through the matting, and always cut with scissors and these mats. Just like this. Grab the hair. I like to use rounded scissors to avoid poking your dog at all costs. So you just put them on your fingers, grab your dog's head if they have matting behind their ears, and just not close to the skin. Always try and pull out as much as possible. Like this. And the matting will come out. And just try to loosen the hair once you get closer to the skin. Never cut directly on the skin because you can hurt them. Always push that hair out and make sure you're not cutting the skin until you get rid of those mattings and they come loose. You don't have to go too close to the skin, and they loosen up. That way you get rid of those knots. So here is Zoe's daughter. Just kidding. This is all the hair we cut out with the buzzer. We actually ended up switching the blade from the number 6 to number 5/8 of an inch, just so that we could get more hair off Zoe. You can see her now. Here is Zoe. She's looking nice and fresh. She looks nicely trimmed. I just gotta clean up around her face and her paws. And her paws need a little trimming with the scissors. So what we're gonna do is, I'll show you guys what we're gonna do. is cut around her paws. You can use any scissors, the rounded scissors or the ones that come with the buzzer or clipper kit. These are a little bit sharper blades, so it's easier to cut. And you just cut around the paw. Just cut here around the paw like this to just give it more shape so that they're rounded paws. And then we will trim the top a little bit more with the buzzer to clean it up. But just to give a little more shape to the paws so they're not scattered fuzzy paws. Just getting kind of hot with all these lights. I'm gonna shut them off. Alright guys, so we'll show you the final product of Zoe. Hey Zoe. Want a treat? Want a treat? You guys should see my shirt. It is so full of hair everywhere. It is crazy. Yeah, stand back. Okay, that's my shirt right now. So if you want, you can use the apron. I let Levi wear it while he was helping me cut the hair. Yeah. Alright, Zoe. You have been groomed. Got lots of volume off you. It's all here on the floor. Or what we showed earlier. Hey Zoe? Good girl. Sit. Good girl, Zoe. Here you go. Good girl, Zoe. You did a great job, Zoe. Yeah.